and all that stuff, and that's already being argued now. Well, no, it's getting emotional. People are having relationships with it. And
it's also toying with
emotional.
people.
Right. Do you think it could be a tastemaker?
It's trapped in those echo chambers, just want to hear a very specific thing and don't have super high expectations for the artists that they're following and listening to.
Why is it that I'm able to do all this? It's because of the progression of technology, right? But the thing is, just because I can do it means that everyone else can do it too. Right?
Look, it can tell you the most popular band on 6th Street, but it doesn't know that one down on 2nd Street that's playing at midnight that no one knows about, those are real talented people. Right. That it actually can be customized to be a tastemaker.
In an age overflowing with content, the need for tastemakers has reached an all-time high.
Nobody to help you know better. Won't last as long in the dark of night. Never gonna find your way to light again. Never gonna find your way to light again. Never gonna find your way to light again.
So what does it mean to be a tastemaker? Have you ever loved a band so much that you had to share their songs with all your friends? Congratulations, you're a tastemaker. Have you ever read a book that was so good you couldn't stop talking about it? Congratulations, nobody gives a f***. That's because maybe you don't have good taste yet, but anyone can develop good taste, and it's imperative that you do, because the entirety of the internet and the rest of human culture is counting on your taste.
Access to certain models, it's not going to be illegal or something, but it'll just be far more inconvenient.
The other day I was trying to use Omegle for this stream, but on the page was this obituary written by its founder. It reads, "The battle for Omegle has been lost, but the war against the internet rages on. I worry that, unless the tide turns soon, the internet I fell in love with may cease to exist, and in its place, we will have something closer to a souped-up version of TV focused largely on passive consumption, with much less opportunity for active participation and genuine human connection." If that sounds like a bad idea to you, please consider donating to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, an organization that fights for your rights online. Save the world today by donating to the Electronics Frontier organization. So what does the souped up version of TV look like? It's the version of reality where the most true thing is whatever holds your attention.
For interest, overall general public interest in AI is what stupid people
This video is inspired by another video titled, "Who's Gonna Do the Dishes?" No, it said, if everybody's cooking, then who's going to eat it?
The thing is that there's so many people that are making things. Who's got time to watch it all, right? Just because I can do it means that everyone else can do it too, right? And this isn't about competition, this is about the fact that how am I meant to keep up with all of this, right? Every second there's a new YouTuber.
For most of us, the primary tastemaker on the internet is the algorithm that probably didn't even bring you this video, but is working in the background, introducing us to all kinds of great channels like JOHNNY MOZZA and this other guy's channel I saw named Sisyphus55. And to get even more meta, he starts off that video by referencing one called Cultural Nihilism and the Rise of the Grifter.
Firstly, YouTube is wildly accessible. Scared of spiraling in the existential dizziness of your own inner world? Thankfully, your digital pacifier is rarely ever more than an arm's reach away.
JOHNNY MOZZA says there are too many filmmakers, Sisyphus says there's not enough art. Jarrett Moore says everyone's grifting. And in the realm of music, Rick Beato will tell you there are no real bands anymore, and Fantano will tell you there's too much mid.
Just this constant onslaught of albums that are so deeply devoid of anything substantive and attention-grabbing that they're barely even worth commenting on.
It's a sentiment we've heard from alternative artists and comedians for years. So what gives? How could it be that so many unrelated creators could come to the same conclusion independent of each other? When everyone seems to be noticing the same pattern, it's a sign of where the culture is at. This is sometimes called the zeitgeist. And I don't mean the 2007 documentary about how money is fake, but rather the defining spirit of a particular period of history, as shown by the ideas and beliefs of the time. And the ideas circulating internet culture now are that we are drowning in content and losing our voice.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum.
Culture is hard to define because it's always changing, and the internet is speeding up this rate of change, making it go faster and faster until eventually we get sucked into a black hole, a void of nothingness where everything is mid and nothing is inspiring. Perhaps the vapid commercialization of culture and art is the pull of that black hole that we're all feeling. Though data, algorithms, and content drive the predominant tech platforms, they lack artistic expression, creating a cultural void that we all feel. However, this shift towards platforms has given individuals more power than ever before, which makes me wonder, what would happen if instead of waiting for algorithms to recommend us things, these individuals followed their own tastes and ventured outside of their bubbles? I was on a trip headed to Armenia, and along the way, I was staying with family in London. So I decided to reach out to JOHNNY MOZZA on the off chance that we could connect and maybe share some ideas for the future of the internet.
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context?
To my surprise, Johnny responded, so we agreed to meet at a cafe. We talked about the differences between art and content, about the importance of having intention when making it, and we reminisced on the early days of the internet, when people seemed to make things purely out of passion. Turns out we had a lot in common, so we decided to make some content together. We wanted to find out where people get their taste. Is it informed more by content online or by experiences in real life?
Grew up mostly by myself, so a lot of outlets of like inspiration and life lessons were through like,
baby, we love London.
Yeah. I want what he has. Anyways, vibe of like just putting on headphones and just skating around. Again, I'm getting inspiration from the music, aren't I? Put your headphones on. Yeah, so yeah.
Movement and music.
Exactly. Yeah, culture.
Right on. What do you look to for a source of where to discover these new forms of art?
Just the internet, man.
Like the platform, though. Like.
Yeah. Like if I want to look at a film, what I normally do is I just like go onto IMDb and see what the people are saying, like what best rated they've got.
I think I can type it in YouTube and it's probably there. You know what I mean?
So you trust certain YouTubers to give you a good recommendation.
Yeah, but when you're doing that, you've got to, have your own brain, not just take what they say for everything. Take it with a grain of salt.
What are you filming on, Brae?
Canon C100.
Nice.
Old school.
I'm on a Sony A7.
I was literally
Nice.
I've been filming on this thing. This is a...
Oh, no way!
Hey, that's sick. That is cool.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Handy camera. That's got a fisheye.
Oh!
Which makes it more like...
That is so cool.
Oh my god.
Near me there's a tulip field.
It's fantastic.
In my retro sunset.
Oh,
that's good, that.
From my grandma.
No. Joel, what inspires you?
I mean, it's quite a heavy number. This could be quite a weird answer, but TV show Doctor Who quite a lot of the time. It's a show that stuck with me since I was like 5 years. I was 3 when it first came out. Kind of the sense of morality. It's very much like a show that teaches, young kids about kind of morality and, doing what is right isn't always easy. And also as a filmmaker, like as a perspective, like that's kind of what got me into movie magic. So I'd say Doctor Who. That inspires me quite a lot. Yeah.
You mentioned filming at the tulip fields.
Yes, that was beautiful on a Super 8 as well, so I can't wait to see what the footage looks like. It was really nerve-wracking trying to like load it up and stuff like that and trying to use the shots. You're gonna get 2 minutes of footage per roll. So you're like, okay, sparingly 2 seconds, 2 seconds. Yeah, you have to have a vision. Oh, you have to have a vision. You can't just go in blind. You have to really think about what you want to do. It's the first time going to the location, so it's like, okay, I'm gonna look at this. Okay, now I want a shot. I'm looking at this, I don't want that shot, so it'd be really particular. Yeah.
Shooting on a Super 8 camera is a challenge. You only have about 3 minutes of footage per roll, and unlike digital, you have a very limited number of chances to get the shot you want, and you need to be able to choose between quality over quantity. If I could sum up the problem with the internet today, it's that there is an overabundance of quantity and a severe lack of quality. A lot of people are worried about AI taking their jobs and doing everything for us. But as long as people are still alive, as long as we still feel things and experience things, there'll always be room for your unique voice. But how do you find it? A word of advice from one of the greatest writers of all time, Ernest Hemingway, who said, "All you have to do is write one true sentence." Now you might be saying, but I thought all art is subjective and there's no inherent meaning to anything. You have been lied to. This is the postmodern perspective that we've been fed from academic institutions for the last 30 to 40 years, but it is not the perspective of the tastemaker. Renowned producer and professional vibe checker Rick Rubin talks about the difference between art and commerce.
This is so crazy. If you go to the movies, so many big movies just not good. It's because they're not being made by a person who cares about it. They're being made by people who are trying to make something that they think someone else is gonna like. And that's not how art works. Art doesn't, that's something else. It's not art, that's commerce.
When you make something out of your own interest, purely out of passion, that's art. But the second you start making something for someone else to meet someone else's expectations, that's when it becomes a product. As a tastemaker, you are discerning between good and bad, true and false, blandness and beauty. And maybe your taste is even a guide for others. But it's all leading somewhere, to some sort of pinnacle of truth and beauty.
Great art has the ability to reach people of any persuasion. And when it comes to our physical world, the most impressive art form is architecture. Whether you're religious or not, cathedrals like this have inspired people since antiquity. To build one requires a delicate balance of mathematical precision and geometrical symmetry. It's an art form at the intersection of truth and beauty, structure and ethereal, order and chaos. It's something you can actually feel the presence of. But without inspiration, without taste, buildings are flat boxes, only made to store things. And that seems to be the future we are rapidly headed towards.
Primus is dead good.
Yeah.
I want to say they're one of my favourite bands, but I don't know them vastly well, but they scratch an itch for me. There's an obsession with them that's due any moment now.
I just discovered it. This band, Panchiko.
Yeah. I listened to the song you sent me.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked it. And they're quite small. They weren't, like, vastly popular.
So the story, this is an example of tastemakers at work. So why are tastemakers important? Why are they the key to saving humanity from this gray, dystopian, content-filled future? Well, to illustrate the power of taste, I'd like to share a story. It's a story of how one man's musical taste has changed the lives of millions of people, and it's baked in with internet folklore.
While in London, you spend a lot of time in the tube. That's where I discovered the songs of death metal, the debut EP of British indie rock band Panchiko. On July 21st, 2016, a user on 4chan's Mew board posted a photo of a mysterious CD they'd found at a record store in Nottingham, UK. A rough, worn demo titled Death Metal, purportedly released in 2000 by 4 musicians, Owain, Andy, Sean, and John. The listener uploaded the ripped audio to file-sharing sites and later YouTube, where they began circulating among internet music circles. The record's sensationalist appeal was multifold. Was this an honest-to-God 90s curio? A prank hatched by internet-savvy teens? An internet experiment in nostalgia? Nobody knew for sure, so the Panchiko Hive mobilized, gathering on subreddits and Discord servers, examining every square inch of the packaging for potential clues, and even calling the Nottingham record store where death metal had allegedly sprung up in the first place. I woke up one day, recounts Owain, and ping, there's a message on a defunct Facebook page of mine. Hello, you'll probably never read this, but are you the lead singer of Panchiko? The query took Owain by shock. To his and Andy's knowledge, death metal had never been uploaded to the internet. The Panchiko fandom finally made contact the following day when they received their reply from Owain. A simple, yeah.
What did you think of Panchiko's concert tonight?
Man, I mean, not only were their visuals really good, like the sound effects and the singers' like vocals, man, like you can just really hear the soul in it. I don't know, I love Panchiko, so I think they really lived up to what they created. So it's W.
I don't know. That was my first time seeing them live. I'm the one who put them. Dude, they were in there. I left already. I could have gotten my CD signed if I just brought it. I was so pissed off about that, but it was a sick concert.
So you're the tastemaker of the group.
Yeah, straight up. I put these guys on every time.
Years, bro.
Yeah, for real.
What makes them special? What makes them unique compared to other artists out there?
They kind of remind me of Radiohead, and like they just made me float, honestly.
My favorite song from Panchiko is that one song. I think it's called Omelet. It has the word omelet in it.
Max Omelet.
Max Omelet.
Yeah,
and,
new album.
And Until I Know.
Yeah, when they played Until I Know, that was like the best one. Yeah. I literally predicted. I was like, they need to play Until I Know tonight. And they played it.
Yes. That was awesome.
All right, welcome back to GTV. We're outside the Panchiko show. What did y'all think?
I thought good ass show, one of their best. Really good set, really good energy.
How did you guys discover Panchiko?
We discovered through him.
Yeah, through him.
How did you discover it? Reddit. No,
I was ready. I discovered it already online. Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's an amazing story. I think more bands should be discovered this way. I think it would be really, really sick if, completely unknown bands were just kind of like thrust into mainstream like this, into popularity, because you got so many gems out there who nobody even knows about, you know?
Could you ever have expected this?
No, those dreams had gone long, long ago. We had like normal lives and stuff, and yeah.
Does it feel weird to be living this life now?
Every day it feels weird. It's it's a very strange thing to happen, but we're really grateful. So
I think you've inspired a whole new generation. A lot of young people at this show, they said it's the greatest show they've ever been to.
Well, I mean, it's that's really nice of them, and we try really hard, and we're just really glad and really grateful for everybody's support, and I'm glad we're able to do this. So thank you.
We're grateful for you. Thank you so much. Their story has resonated deeply within internet culture because it serves as a powerful reminder that, at its core, the internet can be a unifying force. People say it all the time. Follow your dreams. Be yourself. But if you don't have taste, then you won't know which direction to go in. So after all this, what does it really mean to be a tastemaker? Well, I think it starts with being true to yourself, to enjoy something regardless of what other people think. When you find something that really inspires you, to follow it to wherever it leads you. Maybe it's a concert of a band you like, or a new city with different culture than you're used to. Or maybe it's even a convention. Hopefully it's not a convention. There's a beautiful quote that really sums up the ethos of tastemakers. It's by Toucan Sam. Follow your nose, wherever it goes. What inspires you? I want an answer. Well, I'm not gonna leave this chair till I get an answer. No, really, have you discovered any long lost CDs or underground scenes that have inspired you? Leave a comment, share it with us. Who knows? Maybe you'll find the next Panchiko or JOHNNY MOZZA. So if you're paying attention, you'll find tastemakers on the internet as well as in real life. In this age of culture being divided and disconnected, I wonder what we can do if we join forces. That's why I started Generation Television. It's a video magazine that covers emerging artists and culture through interviews, events, and stories. Like this one about how I teamed up with a band called Swing to perform in a live stream prison experiment. Or this hip hop duo I saw last night called JVB. Shout out to my friend Sam Slush putting me onto them. It was an awesome show.
Come on, picture, 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 pop tactics. Picture with a pop tactics.
Videos like that and much more on generationtelevision.com, as well as our YouTube channel, GTV Artists. The idea is to have independent contributors under the same banner so that we can grow together and make some waves. And if you liked this video and want to see more, there will be a bonus video available on my Patreon. Thank you for everyone who supports me on there. There's a lot more coming to this channel and to GTV, so thanks for sticking with me. Thank you for watching. As always, this has been Glink, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. When I come around. When I come around. Okay, that's enough of that.